Yesterday, the 9th of August 2025, I arrived at my beloved eldest brother's house in Soma. After a while, two men came in and approached his eldest son and introduced themselves to be preachers. I was called to attend to them and they were offered chairs. They introduced themselves and said they are here to remind their fellow Muslims about their responsibilities. They said many things, and among them they said anyone who professes the Kalimatu Shahada is a Muslim.
I was listening to them carefully. Mohammed, I am pleased to receive you people in the presence of everyone here. I am also happy that you said anyone who said the Kalimatu Shahada is a Muslim. I have question in this regard. Is it right to call someone who proclaims the Kalimatu Shahada a kafir?
Preacher: it is incorrect to do so. Muhammad: what is your belief regarding Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat?
Preacher: they are not Muslims, Muhammad. Don't they profess the Kalimatu Shahada?
Preacher: yes, they do, but they believe that a prophet will come after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him.
Muhammad: don't you say that anyone who proclaims the Kalimatu Shahada is a Muslim? Preacher: yes, I did, but Ahmadiyya is something different.
Muhammad: why are Ahmadiyya different? Preacher: this is because they said a prophet appeared after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said no prophet will come after him because he is seal of all prophets.
Muhammad: does this mean believing in the coming of a prophet makes a person kafir?
Preacher: yes, Muhammad. Don't you believe that Nabi Isa will come after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him?
Preacher: of course, I believe Muhammad. This means you are also a kafir.
Preacher: no, I am not, because the prophet said Nabi Isa will come after him.
Muhammad: don't you say that the prophet said he is the last prophet and the seal of all the prophets?
Preacher: yes, he said so. Muhammad: you seem to be contradicting yourself. On one side, Nabi Isa will come after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and on the other side, there will be no prophet after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. What can you say about this seeming contradictions? Preacher: Prophet Isa will descend, but Allah will dispossess or remove his prophetic status from him. Muhammad: I will answer that, but let me bring you back. You said before that anyone who believes that a prophet will come after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, is a kafir. Preacher: yes, I did. Muhammad: did Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and his companions believe that a prophet will appear after him named Jesus, son of Mary? Preacher: yes. Muhammad: are you insinuating that the prophet and his companions are also kafir, i.e. disbelievers, God forbid, based upon their belief that a prophet will appear after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him? Preacher: not at all. Muhammad: can we conclude that believing in the coming of a prophet after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, does not make anyone a disbeliever?
Preacher: yes, I do, but Mirza Ghulam Ahmad cannot be that prophet.
Muhammad: at least both of you agree that believing in the coming of a prophet after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, does not make a person disbeliever. Preacher: yes, but not Mirza Ghulam Ahmad. Muhammad: so, are Ahmadi Muslims still disbelievers?
Preacher: according to many scholars, they're disbelievers.
Muhammad: are they disbelievers because they believe that a prophet will appear after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him?
Preacher: no, it is because they believed that Mirza Ghulam Ahmad is a prophet.
Muhammad: does believing in a prophet makes a person disbeliever? Preacher: not actually, but believing in Mirza Ghulam makes a person disbeliever. Muhammad: who said so? And are we talking about Mirza Ghulam Ahmad as a person or the office he occupied?
Preacher: we are talking about the office he occupied.
Muhammad: you already confirmed that believing in a prophet does not make a person disbeliever.
Preacher: yes, Muhammad. So, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, Musa, Ibrahim and Isa, these are just names, and we are not talking about names but status or prophethood.
Preacher. Yes, please. Muhammad. Why will Allah snatch away the mantle of prophethood from Nabi Isa? As you said before, did he committed any crime?
Preacher. He did not do any crime, but. Muhammad. You said Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, is the seal of all the prophets, am I right? Preacher. Yes, please, I said so. He quoted the Quranic verse.
Muhammad. Is Prophet Isa within the jurisdiction of the seal of Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, or outside the jurisdiction of the seal? I took a glass of cup and demonstrated it to them. Preacher. He is included. Muhammad. How can he reappear after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, when he is already within the jurisdiction of the seal of Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, or will he break the seal and then reappear? Preacher. You are using logic and common sense. Muhammad. Is it haram to use logic and common sense? Preacher. In religious matters there is nothing like logic and common sense, and that is why regarding this verse Allah says, a verse of the Holy Quran was read. This verse says God well settled on the throne, and it is wrong for us to try to interpret the meaning of the throne, and we should take it as it is. Muhammad. The Holy Quran allowed us to ponder and also use common sense and reasoning as stated in the Holy Quran. If we had listened and used our sense of reasoning, we would not have been among the inmates of the blazing fire.
This means lack of listening and reasoning can lead a person into calamities.
Also, the Holy Quran said no one take heeds except those endowed with understanding.
Is the throne created or not? Preacher. The throne is created.
Muhammad. Did God exist before creation? Preacher. Yes, please. Muhammad. Is it reasonable correct to say that the Creator depends on the creation when he is timeless, or can time depend on timeless? Preacher. Not at all. Since God exists before creation and the throne is created, then, I don't think the Creator depends on the creation.
Muhammad. Do you accept that the Creator cannot depend on the creation and the creation cannot contain the Creator? Preacher. Yes. So the verse you quoted above, which says Allah settled on the throne, don't you think if you take the throne to be a creation and literally interpret the verse, will it not suggest that God depends on his creation? Preacher. Yes, please, but since God said it, we have no right to interpret it.
Muhammad. My brother, we both agree that Allah exists before creation and the creation cannot contain the Creator, and it is the creation that depend on the Creator. So, it is obvious that the throne means something else.
Preacher. What does it mean? Muhammad. It means the seat of power of all the attributes of Allah, or the powerhouse of all the attributes of Allah. It is not something created as understood by you. Just like we cannot separate the attributes from Allah, and the throne also cannot be separated from him because it refers to all his attributes. Preacher. We cannot take that, Muhammad. Yes, that is left to you. Preacher. Ghulam Ahmad name is not mentioned in the Holy Quran? Muhammad. I hope the issue of the throne is settled and understood, and saying Islam did not welcome logic and reasoning is also proven wrong.
Preacher. Where is it mentioned in the Holy Quran that a prophet will come after Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, whose name will be Ghulam Ahmad? Muhammad. I am also thinking in the same way that where is it mentioned by the previous prophets that a messenger will come whose name will be Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him?
Preacher. That is stated in the Holy Quran, when Prophet Isa said a prophet will come after him whose name is Ahmad. He quoted the verse.
Muhammad. I mean the name, Muhammad, not Ahmad. Preacher. Both Muhammad and Ahmad are the same in meaning. Muhammad. No, Muhammad means the praised one and Ahmad means the one who praises very much. Secondly, is Ahmad the birth name of Muhammad, or is it his prophesied name?
Preacher. Ahmad is not his birth name, but Muhammad is his birth name.
Muhammad. So, That means Jesus did not call him by his birth name but instead he called him by his prophesied name, Ahmad.
Preacher. Yes. Muhammad. Likewise, the prophesied name of Ghulam Ahmad is Isa as stated in the books of Ahadith and the Holy Quran, but his birth name is Mirza Ghulam Ahmad.
You also stated that Muhammad and Ahmad are the same. Can I call Adhan or take Shahada by mentioning Ahmad Rasulullah instead of Muhammad Rasulullah?
Preacher. No, that will not be right and correct. Muhammad. But why? Because you said both are the same, Ahmad and Muhammad. Preacher. Yes, but why don't you pray behind us? Muhammad. I hope the issue of Ahmad and Muhammad is cleared, and also the ideology that the birth name must be mentioned in the Holy Quran is also ruled out. There are many prophets whose names are not mentioned in the Holy Quran. Preacher. You people don't pray behind us. Why? Muhammad. Do you also pray behind us? Preacher. No.
Muhammad. But we are not crying or complaining about it, and why are you crying or complaining that we are not praying behind you?
Preacher. As Muslims we should pray behind each other. Muhammad. But why are you not praying behind us? Preacher. The scholars said you are not Muslims.
Muhammad. I don't pray behind you because I have never seen anywhere in the history of religion that deniers, opponents and enemies of a prophet lead the followers of a prophet in prayers.
If Jesus descends from heaven as understood by you, if any Muslim refused to acknowledge him and accept him, will you pray behind that person? Preacher. I don't understand, Muhammad. I repeated the question for 4 times.
Preacher. Of course I will not pray behind them. Muhammad. That is the same reason we have. Additionally, I read several ahadith in Arabic that the Prophet said we should pledge allegiance to the Imam Mahdi, and also we should hold on to the Jamaat and the Imam of the age and avoid all other sects.
The Prophet said I should keep myself away from you after recognizing the Jamaat and the Imam. Preacher. Nabi Isa will literally come back, Muhammad. I hope the issue of not praying behind you is well explained and cleared.
Preacher. All I know, Nabi Isa is coming back. Muhammad. The prophetic license given to Nabi Isa, is it universal or only to the children of Israel? Preacher. To the children of Israel. Muhammad. How can he appear then when his prophetic mission and license is limited and confined to the children of Israel? Preacher. It is almost time for prayers. Muhammad. No problem. They received their gift from my brother's wife and left.